So, excuse me again. Since the wife went to bed early, I figured I could do another recording session tonight. This is back-to-back. I just finished the other one. Not sure if you may or may not have noticed. I have a slightly different weapon, and I have a different hat. I went through some of the gear that I picked up from our previous little adventure, and I noticed that this weapon did a buttload more damage, and this hat also gave me more damage and defense. And give myself that for some extra health, because why the hell not? I also changed out the component. I was using a Saber Claw. I changed it to a Vitriolic Gallstone, which gives me acid and poison damage and buffs all my acid and poison damage and converts some of my physical damage to acid damage. It also gives me an aura, this little aura here, which I moved all my buffs to a different bar, makes it so it doesn't crowd out my other one. This gives me an extra 230 poison damage, and it also buffs my acid damage by a further 75%, and buffs my poison damage by a further 75%. So, with all the poison acid gear I have on right now, this my damage per second before I switched out this was like 1,800. I got an extra 650 damage just by changing this weapon and giving myself this gallstone. So that will also buff my my retaliation, my acid retaliation. So it should be nice and healthy. I must say, I like this hat much better. It looks kind of crappy in that. It looks a little bit better. Let me scroll up. Ulgrim has a new quest.
Just the person I'm looking for. The others may disagree with me on this, but there's something I need you to do.
What is it?
There are 2 other groups of survivors in the region that we are aware of, but Somer and Creed do not consider them to be of strategic value. Frankly, I disagree. They may consist largely of fanatics, but fanatics aimed in the right direction can be a powerful force. I've asked representatives from both the Order of Death's Vigil and Cairn's Chosen to visit here and speak to us. There is some obvious animosity between the 2, but perhaps we can leverage that against them. I would like you to be our representative. Speak to both of them. Learn all that you can and decide which of the 2 groups would prove to be of superior strategic value. I just don't see them working together, I'm afraid.
I will speak to the emissaries. For the most part, there was Harub and Brother Maltair of Cairn's Order of Death's Vigil and Cairn's Chosen. The only real difference is there's some of the reputation gear that they give. I think for an Oathkeeper, Cairn's Chosen is a bit better. It really doesn't make a huge amount of difference, but you can't pick them both. You can only pick one. So, because I think this is better, I'm going to pick Brother Maltair.
I have come to represent Cairn's Chosen, as the one you call Ulgrim has requested.
Brother Maltair, Chosen of Cairn, at your service. Though must wonder why you brought this necromancer killed here as well. I've made my decision. You have decided then, are the Chosen of Cairn to battle alongside the Black Legion? Yep, Black Legion will work with you to select Cairn's Chosen. Cairn will be pleased to hear of this. This alliance will be beneficial to both groups. Let us banish the enemy as one. I must ask that you visit our enclave to the north. We have taken over a part of Sorrow's Bastion and made it our new home. Seek us out by taking the road north through the fallow fields. When you have reached the ruins, look for the tower. Once there, please speak to Brother Alubius. He will set you upon our enlightened path. I shall seek out your enclave. Get a big fat boost of XP.
Got something you need stashed?
I'm going to take a piece of dynamite with me, on the off chance I will need it again later.
We'll keep an eye on this.
Hint, hint. Perhaps I will. Quest up here. What do you want? Excuse me, citizen, but I was wondering if you could help me out with something. What do you need? Homestead is running low on building supplies. We have already salvaged the barn roof to reinforce the walls, but there is only so much we can do with sheets of metal. One of the buildings here would be perfect. A perfect place to let our men watch some sleep. catch some sleep, but it's completely run down. We are going to need lumber, and I know just the place to get it. The problem is, the nearest lumber mill is overrun with chthonic spawn. I've insisted to the captain that our men need a place to rest properly, but she feels that the casualties would be too great to risk retaking the mill. You are not under her command. You can do as you choose. Please head out into the Blood Grove to the north and secure Guyver's mill. After your heroics at the gruesome harvest, a few chthonic runs should be a cakewalk. I will clear out the lumber mill. And I saw this other quest up here. I hear you're going to attack the cultist camps. Ballsy move. But after what you did to that ethereal abomination, I suppose you're capable of anything. Since you're already planning to stick your neck out for us, I was wondering if you could do the Legion a small service. What do you need? At Captain Somer's command, I've been sending out scouting parties to the north in order to study the cultist operations there. The cult has a strong presence in the Blood Grove, and they've been bringing powerful chthonic monstrosities into the world. Needless to say, it's dangerous work. Many of my men have not returned. When a soldier falls in battle and we cannot recover the body, we make sure to at least bring back their insignia, so that they can receive a humble send-off to whatever hell awaits us all. Well, that's positive thinking. My scouts deserve more, but right now I can't even give them that. We've lost too many men out there as it is. I can't spare anyone else to recover those insignias. Will you pay my men this last respect? I'll be sure to make it worth your while. I will honor your dead. So I don't really have a planned cutoff point here. I'm not quite sure where this next bit is going to take us. I do know that I'll probably do the insignias tonight with this little quest run here. That's not too difficult. Also, another shrine in the Blood Grove. So, happy days. The problem with this area, I don't really care for the Blood Grove all that much. It's certainly very pretty. Scenic Blood Grove. And nothing, no chests in there for this time. It actually is a really cool looking place. But it's full of these little cul-de-sacs and dead ends that you can't do anything with. You kind of have to work your way around. I can't remember. Oh, I'm going to hit Sarah's Bastion first. Check my map. Yeah, nothing that way. I don't think there is. I know the shrine's not here. Foul Fields. There's a quest, side quest at the left side. That must not be here. Must be past this area. If you take Death's Head Vigil, they are essentially across the river here. So depending on which one you take, you basically go, you get to the Rift Gate, and pick right or left. Father Cairn does not yet trust you to carry out his will. Oh, no, I was doing the table.
May the light of Empyrean guide your path.
You are the one the Legion sent. You are later than I expected. You want to speak with me? Ooh, another fat XP. If you wish to prove yourself to the Chosen of Cairn, then first I require proof of the purity of spirit. Show us that you are not aligned with the forces of the Void. What must I do? The vile cult of Chthon has long been an agent of corruption and chaos within Cairn. But their activities since the Grim Dawn have reached catastrophic levels. Even now they summon creatures from the Void using their heathen blood rituals. These rituals must be stopped at any cost. The cultists are known to use special seals of binding when they practice their art. Their most powerful members often carry them on their person. If you are truly interested in Father Cairn's mission, then you must recover these seals and bring them to me so that they can be incinerated in Empyrean's fire. Yeah, I'll gather the seals. I think, oh, yep.
Yeah.
A couple pieces of Cairn literature. That may be enough to boost me to level 34. Is there a third one? No.
I can't open
It's
that.
locked. Yep. I reached level 34. Who would have thunk it? I'm gonna keep pumping up the path of the 3 because it reduces my skill, like, yeah, it reduces the cooldown of Ascension. This initially was 24 seconds, now it's 22.6, and this has also dropped to 22.6, so I can cycle between these two relatively easily, or quickly. I can keep them up more frequently. I may have to be a bit more diligent about killing things. Those seals that he was speaking of come from dropping. They drop off the cultists. And I was kind of running past them before to try and get here. He's not worth talking to. Unless you're looking for backstory. And right now, I just don't really care. These guys, they drop the seals. So, I'm gonna have to hunt them down. I only need, what, 3? Okay, 3's not bad. I'll probably find them looking for the seals I need to get from... See, got one there. The seals from the fallen soldiers that I have to get. Speak of the devil, one right here. Did I see? Oh. A monster totem. It's over there somewhere. As you can see by the map, all these little blocked off areas means I have to find my way around. I can't just go where I need to go. There's a shrine. I see the shrine on my minimap. How best to get there? This way. Ah, I have to kill my stupid seal of binding. That's right. There's more. Shield, but wait. +1 to all Nightblade? That's weird. Nightblade is generally used for dual wielding. So they wouldn't normally Use a shield. These guys are tough. There's another seal of binding. So that's good. Before I fight that, let's spend my other devotion point. Whatever it is I have over here. Damage retaliation. The sooner I get up here, the sooner I can get this special ability. But that's more damage. I need this better. I can get that later. Like how I have 6,700 health already. And I have all 5 Black Legion insignia. I can still pick them up until I turn the quest in, and there's more scattered around here. Ah. See, here's one. This little portal, I am not going to take that now. Give me a second, I'll explain why. This leads to a side area. There is a couple of side quests that deal with those, but most quests you can just go in and do, but that requires a drop, and the item will not drop unless you have the quest. So going in there will just, and it's a hard area. The other part too is that once you're in here, your own personal rift gates won't work. You have to find the exit before you can leave. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. It's really not worth taking now. Unless you really want to, or unless you don't care. I want these other. Another couple of the chthonic seals turn in and then the next rift gate before I call it another gaming session. So let's check the map. I can go over this way. Is anything worthwhile? There's a treasure chest. Just some potions of healing. Those little dudes. I've been here already. Yeah. Check the map again. So much backtracking. See, this is not my favorite area. Oh, and that chthonic portal, that has a random location as well. When you do get the quest, you have to try and hunt it down. It's somewhere in this area here. There's a few spawn points you can kind of semi-find, but it's still you still have to hunt it down. You have to run around looking for it. Do I have her? Oh, I do. Alright, in that case, let's find the portal. Ooh. Here's a side quest I'd forgotten about. Nathaniel Thorne. Stay back, we've got ourselves a Taken to burn. What's going on here? We caught this Taken trying to cast some ethereal magic. It was probably planning on correcting the whole area with a wicked aether fire. So we tied her up and figured we'd give her a little fire of our own. Only way to be rid of this taint. I wish to speak to the Taken first, or set her on fire. I don't think to speak to her first. Speak to Ralia. Here to gloat over Nathaniel's prize, want to look me in the eye before you light the torch? I suppose it's a waste of breath to tell you that I'm not a Taken? Then what are you? These farmers wouldn't know a Taken if it walked in on them and fornicating with a goat. Look, I may have dabbled in the arcane here and there, maybe cursed a few Mongols for getting too touchy, but I'm not some ethereal's puppet. How do I know you're telling the truth? Or burn her? We have a witch, maybe burn her? Ralia stares at you, her eyes piercing through you. Perhaps because you of all people should know better than to accuse people of being taken. Yeah, point taken. I will talk to them, speak to Nathaniel, or attack Nathaniel, or burn her. Burn her. Nope, talk to Nathaniel. Well, what are you waiting for? The Taken needs to burn. I am not convinced she's Taken. What do you mean? Just look at her. Ethereal if ever I saw one. He's a bright boy. We saw her casting wicked ethereal magic. There's no doubt. There's no proof. I see now. She's bewitched you with her powers. You're just as good as Taken. Boys, look like we've got ourselves another one. No, wait, not. Forget it. Attack. Yeah. I happen to know that if you save her, she shows up in one of the expansions. So I saved her. Hate to admit, before out there I thought I was good as dead. Thank you for my freedom. How did Nathaniel get the best of you? They must have seen me working in the cauldron, saw some aether glow, and jumped to their own crazy conclusions. They were on me before I could cast a single spell. I may have access to powers beyond most men, but I am no ethereal. Here, take this. It's a paltry gift, but the least I could offer my savior. I will not forget this kindness. Farewell. Goodbye. Full of XP, and the witch's effigy. Wait, let's get that. And that's actually pretty good if you're running a pet build. I might save that, since I do occasionally, from time to time, run pet builds. Actually, it's my favorite thing to do is run pet builds. Where are we in the map? I want to find the the Rift Gate. What's this? Oh, another one of these. Something on the map. Oh. Likely to remains, final seal. I have plenty of seals. That's just kind of extra. Had the bank. Ooh. Another side quest. What are the odds? What are the odds indeed that there would be a quest here when I was traveling in this very direction? Mila Finnegan. Hi, Mila. Hello there, stranger. You don't have the look of a cultist about you. What brings such a well-armed adventurer way out here in the middle of nowhere? My business is my own. What are you doing out here? Actually, I've never asked him. Tell him this. I'm here to stop the cult of Cthon. What a noble and foolhardy pursuit. After the Grim Dawn stranded me out here, I claimed this cave as my home, but nature, it seems, has decreed that I die out here instead. An avalanche collapsed the entrance not a day ago. All of my food and belongings are inside. Do you need any help? You are truly a god, said the stranger. We will need some dynamite in order to clear the way. Don't suppose you have any. If not, perhaps one of the mines may have some, or perhaps at the nearby quarry. If you bring me some, we can clear the rocks and I can retrieve my belongings. Perhaps there is something among them that you would find acceptable as compensation for your aid. Sure. I wonder why I brought a stick of dynamite with me. Is this enough dynamite? Why yes, that will do. Aren't you a resourceful type? Here you go. Splendid. Stand back now. Don't want to get caught in the blast. Even in these trying times, you have found it in your part to help a complete stranger. It is commendable. Please follow me inside so that I can properly reward you. Sure. That sounds just dandy. Chest. I must apologize for the ruse, but alas, I cannot travel very far from my tomb. What a bastard. You may die knowing that I will savor you as I drain the life from your breath. You tricked me. Deceitful wretch, you picked the wrong prey this time. They both work. I have hunted this forest for centuries, sapping unsuspecting fools such as yourself of their precious vitality. My cave has been sealed off time and time again, but somehow it is always uncovered again thanks to naive dupes like yourself or the greedy prospectors who visited me last. What hope have you against me? One way to find out. That hurt. That's a good chunk of XP. I guess I didn't need to drink a potion, because I panicked a bit. I'm surprised there's a chest there. There's normally nothing in here. Oh, it is nicely decorated with millions upon millions of bones. Is there anything else? Nah, usually there isn't. It's just a chunk of XP. A decent chunk, especially though. And, oop, dead body in the outhouse. They didn't like me taking their snack. The other route should be around here somewhere. Where has the rift gone? Oh, here it is. Swing. Back to Homestead we go. Oh, start with Bastion first. For the chthonic seals. Do you have the chthonic seals? Are these the seals you seek? Say that 10 times fast. Good. Without these, the cultist rituals will suffer and their foul implements will burn in righteous fire. You have proven yourself initiate. Are you prepared to fight in Kaimon's name? What does Cairn require? You have crippled the cult's rituals, but that is not enough. So long as the cult is allowed to act without fear, they shall wreak havoc upon what's left of humanity. We have tolerated their movements for too long. What must be done? Father Cairn demands that one of the cult's higher-ranked members must be exterminated, like the vermin he is. I speak specifically of Bolivar the Bloodbinder. This individual is responsible for more sacrifices to Chthon than any other cultist in the area. By Cairn's will, hunt him down the Blood Grove to the north and act out Empyrean's vengeance upon him. I have already done with Bolivar. Boing. Cool. As if guided by Empyrean himself, you act before you even asked. Father Cairn will be pleased to learn of his demise. You are ever eager to act out Cairn's will. Will you be his blade against the Order? What must be done? In the northern Blood Grove, there is a stronghold known as Fort Heron. It is an old arms storage facility that could prove useful. Unsurprisingly, it has been infested with the Order's vermin. Travel to the fort and eliminate all who would oppose you. Find their leader, Master Ravok, and make an example of her. Go forth with the confidence that Empyrean is with you, as I shall bestow a blessing upon you to guide your hand in battle. I'll eliminate Ravok. Turn in that other quest back at Homestead about the seals. Not the seals, the insignia. The soldier's insignia. Any luck recovering those insignias? Yep. Getting lots of rep for Black Legion. Thank you. It may seem like a small gesture to you, but you've helped honor the Legion's fallen, and we will not forget that. Please take these iron bits as compensation. It's the least we can do in return. Why, thank you. What have I got for Captain Somer?
I am told that Lysandra and a couple others have returned safely from captivity. All thanks to you.
I forgot about them.
We thought they were as good as dead after they disappeared in the Blood Grove.
The cult
I could not agree more. We've been cut off from Fort Icon long enough.
What's our next step?
When the Legion was forced to abandon the capital, we made Fort Icon our new base of operations. It's an old fortress to the far north, once used to protect the trade routes leading through the Asterkarn Mountains. However, when we began marching south, we encountered immediate opposition from both the cult and the Ethereals. Many of our men were killed, pincered between two opposing armies, and we were forced to retreat towards Homestead. The Ethereals now control the area known as the Conflagration, but the cult of Cthon has taken residence within the Dark Veil Gate, effectively cutting us off from our forces to the north. With the cult's front lines battered and their sacrifices freed, I believe it is now time to advance on their main position. Karaz, the Sigil of Cthon, the name has come up several times, including a recent bloody interrogation. We have no idea if he is the head of the entire cult or if he is merely a pawn in someone else's game, but one thing is for certain. He is at the Dark Veil Gate. I need you to infiltrate the fortress and take out their leader. Lay waste to the cult's followers. Let nothing stop you in reclaiming our bastion.
It will be done. And I think this is a good cutting off point for a couple of reasons. The last Rift Gate we got was this one, the Bloodgrove Rift. We have to, one of the quests we have is to clear out Grier's Mill, which is this way, and then we also have to clear out Fort Heron for the Kaiman's Chosen. So we're going to have to do this, kind of go this way, then back this way, then maybe this way, I don't know. We have some ways to round around. No time to do them all. And I do try and keep these two around a half an hour. So, until next time, good hunting, and thanks for putting up with me.